Gardinero.
Hi, this is El Gardinero, and this is the second part of the introduction. We will talk about what is a soil. Soil is the collection of natural bodies occupying parts of the Earth's surface that support plants and that have properties due to the integrated effect of climate, living matters acting upon parent material as conditioned by relief over periods of time. And as you can see, we have underlined 5 factors of soil formation, namely climate, living matters, or what we call the biosphere, parent material where soils originated from, and relief, also known as topography, and time. So all in all, we have 5 soil forming factors. And in the study of soil, we have 2 approaches. So the edaphological approach and the pedological approach. Now what's the difference between the 2 approaches? For the edaphological approach, it is like an approach of the farmer. So they look at soils in relation to plant growth and development, or how would this soil support the plants for growth and development. The second approach is the pedologist approach. They are more technical. They are after the origin, the classes, and the description of soils. So 2 different approaches. Now I'm presenting to you a diagram of the soil composition. And as you can see, we have 4 divisions of the circle representing the volume that is occupied by the soil. Or in other words, in the soil, we have these 4 components. So the first half of the circle is the solid space. The second half in the right side is the pore space. So actually, we have 2 spaces in the soil that is occupied by soil solids, and the space that is occupied by the pore. Now we will learn what are these 4 components. So on the second half of the circle, on the left side, we have inorganic matter and organic matter. In a clod of mineral soil, inorganic matter is 45% and 5% for the organic matter. This inorganic matter is a product of weathering of rocks and minerals. And after they have been exposed to the soil forming factors, you will have the soil. And then organic material is a result of decomposition of plant and animal residues. Let us not be confused about the weathering for the mineral composition of the soil and decomposition for the organic part of the soil. On the right side of the second half of the circle, you have the air and the water that is occupying the pore space. You can observe that air and water is variable in terms of the percentage in the pore space. Air can be 20 to 30%, and so with water 20 to 30%. That is because if the soil is submerged with water, the amount of water will be more than the amount of air. So water can be 30% and air 20%, and vice versa. If the soil is dry, air can be 30% and water only 20%. And it depends on the condition of the soil. If the soil is very dry, then it can exceed more than 30%. On my next video, we will talk about the approximate composition of important gases in the soil and in the atmosphere.
El Gardinero.